Hello everyone, my name is Void Doctor and welcome back to another episode on the InfinityCraft server. And today we're starting out this episode in the giant grand palace that we constructed last episode. And now that I've spent more time in here, I really feel like a very powerful man. I mean, I didn't even imagine myself as the leader of Aria, yet I still feel like a very powerful man standing on this throne. So yeah, it's definitely a fun experience being able to feel like I still own this entire castle or palace. So I guess it's more of a castle out there, but yeah. But now it's time to actually increase my in-game wealth. We've finally settled on a shopping district. We pretty much meaning like 3 of our players because there's not a lot of us who are active on the server. But hey, it's still fun, alright? And I think it's finally time that we start having some real in-game, I guess just some more social interactions. Because right now, it's been kind of setting up the base and things. But now it's time to expand our horizons. So, the 2 things I want to do in today's episode are, number 1, I want to establish a sort of nether mining colony with sort of like automatic netherrack transportation systems. Because gosh darn it, I hate that stuff. And number 2, start selling some stuff. And I'll go over what I want to sell later in the episode, but right now I really want to get working on this nether mining colony because this will probably take a while to build. So what I'm going to do is pretty much head to the nether, find a cool spot to build this colony, and start digging a large tunnel underground. Because my idea is kind of like bore a hole into the ground somewhere and then just like have a functional netherite mined underneath it, but then have the nether mining colony be number 1 item storage for netherrack, because that's like the junk material that you get from netherite mining, and number 2 have it just be a cool decorative way to have this mine and just have this mine and also have it look cool. So yeah, I'm gonna go find a suitable spot for this place and also craft up some beds. Okay, so I've just cleared out a little hill here, and I think this is a very suitable location for our nether mining town. I think I may eventually cover up this hole here that leads down to a lava lake, but it may be a cool feature. Like maybe we could have like a lava well here for like a refinery or something. I don't know, but can you see why I really do not like netherrack? It just fills up your inventory instantly. So yeah, that's exactly why I'm gonna make a massive like storage center, because it is useful for some applications. Specifically, it's very useful for nether brick, so I won't completely get rid of it, but I do want to have bulk storage for it. And for now, it'll probably be a pretty small storage system, but eventually I'd like to have a long pipe connecting it to something massive. But right now, I'm pretty much just going to do some digging underneath here. I have a shulker box and some beds in it. I don't want the tunnel to be massive right now. I just want it to go down a little bit into the ground, preferably down to Y15. And then we'll work on our massive transportation system. Oh my god, I just realized we're in the nether. We can't use water. The fact that I didn't realize that until maybe like 3 weeks into having this concept in my head. Oh, I guess we can use dropper towers. Okay, it's not that bad. Okay, so I'm finally finished blowing stuff up. That sounds extremely evil. No, I did not spend a couple, never mind. But yeah, I think this whole tunnel looks pretty cool. We got some lanterns going down, but obviously we can't continue them all the way down because these wooden fence posts, they would not have a great time down here, that's for sure. So we transition into just fire lighting, and then I have this nice bridge. I think it looks a little funky to have a pink bridge in a super hostile environment, so I may make it out of basalt in the future and maybe some other gray material. But right now, I think it looks kind of cool. It's like the nether version of just like your normal mining bridge. So yeah, I'm finished with the tunnel. Now I want to work on the collection system, and yeah, I probably won't continue the bridge much further in this direction for obvious. Never mind. But yeah, the next thing I want to do is just work on the. It's not actually a collection system. I guess it's a depositing system. So yeah, that's the next thing I want to work on. All right, I just did the math. So this is where I want to put the collection spot, or the yeah, I guess the Netherite collection spot right here. So that's 27 blocks down into the mines from right here. So, or down to the bottom of the mine from right here. So we're gonna need 42 or 41 observers and 27 droppers approximately. I'll probably do 30 droppers and 45 observers, but it's not super expensive. So yeah, that's a nice plus. Okay, so I've gotten all the materials for this thing, and now I think it's time to start building. I'm just gonna go down to into the mine and find a good location for this. Presumably right here. Maybe dig a little hole right here, and this is really all you need. Excuse me. You need a tower of observers going up, and then you need to just build some droppers going straight up in a tower until you find where you like your exit area is. It's kind of gonna be a little awkward because I'm probably gonna need more hoppers than this to transport all the way over this way. I said this way because I don't exactly know where the surface is from down here. Never mind, I made a workaround. Okay, in all honesty, this was so quick, I honestly forgot to record any progress updates, so this is your progress update, the entire completed mechanism. Look at this. Look at how, oh, also I got some ancient debris while digging that little workaround down there, but look at how efficient this is. Look at how efficient this thing is. I'm eventually probably going to make the input more than a dropper, but right now, this is fantastic. It's also completely silent, which is extremely useful, because I don't want to be listening to this thing sort of chugging away, depositing the items upstairs-ish. So yeah, it's nice that this is completely silent, and I can just kind of decorate it a little bit right here. Boom. I eventually, again, I'm probably going to put some like input barrel or something right there. But yeah, the way it works is that the droppers, just for some reason, droppers are able to drop items into each other, which is awesome. So you create like a chain of droppers going vertically with a chain of observers feeding into them. And then you just have some hoppers at the top feeding into some chests, and boom, instant netherrack storage, or really bulk storage for any sort of mining stuff. So I could literally just throw all of this stuff in there, and then eventually I just come here whenever I need any of that sort of stuff, blackstone, any of that stuff, and it's already there. So it's really cool. I love it. And now, since I'm out of beds, I think I'm just going to do some manual netherite mining and just see how much I like this thing. I'm also obviously going to probably add that. I'm also probably going to add the little input hopper down there, since I realized this is 5 instead of 4. Also, I forgot to mention, enjoy the first person time lapse. Okay, so we're finally finished with the mining session, and I think that went pretty well. Most of my time was spent trying to get that last 3 pieces of ancient debris, I believe. But yeah, it was quite painful. But yeah, at the very least, we got 9 pieces of ancient debris, which is not bad for not doing a ton of mining down here. The one thing that did take quite a bit of damage is my pickaxe, unfortunately, but thankfully it has mending on it. But now I'm not even gonna release. I don't even think I'm gonna smelt up this ancient debris. Also, I've just decided that this is pretty much just my nether mining transportation system. I gather all the stuff once I want to, and then I bring it back to the overworld if I really need it. But yeah, I think that's a pretty nice system, and I don't think I'm gonna smelt up the ancient debris. I think I'm pretty much just gonna put it in a in a safe space somewhere. I don't really know, and then smelt it when we're done with the episode, presumably. But yeah, can you see those profits? I mean, they're not really profits yet, but we will start seeing profits rolling in. Gold, quartz, netherite. Okay, so I think this nether mining system has been a huge help in actually making me want to mine netherite. But now it's finally time to build a nether town. So I think what I want to do, this will probably span a couple episodes, but for now I just want to build a few buildings around here, get a nice building style out and here. I don't really know what else I was going to say. And then probably build some shell around this, some sort of actually like aesthetic shell around this. Eventually I will obviously extend this whole system some more, but right now I think this is fine, these 4 chests. But yes, eventually I would like to fully extend this and make a giant that's going to be quite difficult, but yeah, make a big like ring of chests around here, but it's going to be quite difficult without water. That should be fun. But yeah, I think I'm just going to go down and mine some sandstone, and then we'll work on the town. I think we're going to do this in the form of a third-person time-lapse. So, you're just going to hop right into the time-lapse, so enjoy the time-lapse. Fair warning, if you are sensitive to flashing lights, the time-lapse does contain flashing lights wherever there's lava because of my shaders. So, if you need to skip the time-lapse, it ends in 3 minutes and 44 seconds. Okay, folks, so I'm actually super happy with how our little nether mining community is coming together. It's obviously not complete, but I just think these buildings look really nice. I eventually want to start making some smaller buildings, but right now I think these houses look really nice, and it definitely feels like the kind of little village that I want to have out here. I don't really want to have this be a massive city. I want to have this be a pretty moderately sized town. Now, unfortunately, I think this is going to be pretty exposed right here, but what I think we can do is hide it as some sort of pipeline. Let me kind of show you what I want to do here. So just kind of like take these trapdoors here and make it feel like a big pipe, and then obviously kind of like fill in this hole right here because I'm probably not going to be using this very much. But yeah, kind of just make it feel like it's a big pipeline. I mean, I know it's still not the most convincing thing, but it's definitely a lot more aesthetic than just having a big old, like a big old kind of nether, or not nether, a hopper line kind of running through here. You can also make it like go around corners and things. It's a little bit awkward right there, but yeah, it definitely adds a nicer aesthetic than just having a big old hopper chain running through here. However, the final thing I'd like to do in today's episode is start a small shop. Now, my idea for this shop is sort of related to this town in the fact that the reason I haven't smelted this netherite up yet and turned it into armor and tools is I'd like to sell it for a lot of profit. Now, while just kind of doing some final tests on the item transportation machinery down in the mines. I'm just cleaning out my inventory, by the way. I found a ton. Also digging up some blackstone as well. I found a ridiculous amount of ancient debris just from like mining. It's not a ridiculous amount because it's like a ton of ancient debris. It's because it was like almost passive income. So I want to gather up all of the, not just ancient debris, but all of the mining materials that I have, copper, iron, all of those things, and I want to sell them for massive profits, because there are obviously going to be people on the server who want to buy those things, right? Maybe copper not as much, but iron definitely, ancient debris most certainly. So I'd like to make a big sort of like mining shop, and I think it would be really cool if we sort of built it as a Wild West kind of general store. And just, yeah, because the current idea that we're having for a shopping district is it's in the Mesa. Actually, I think I can just go out there. It's kind of near Heresia, but it's in the Mesa. And I also need to make another portal out there. But yeah, so what I want to do, bring all this stuff home, craft up or smelt up a few netherite ingots, and then we'll transport all this stuff out to the Mesa and begin construction of a big mining shop out there. Right in today's episode, it'll probably just be a stand, a little like market stand, but my next episode it should be a full-on shop. Also, the way I've been getting back to the Nether Highway, which is over there, I've been walking. It's like 700 blocks. It's really annoying. I want to build a formal road out here. I don't want to do a highway because I don't think it would look nice, but I think a road out here would look pretty cool. Alright, so I've now gotten this kind of odd looking shulker box already. I don't actually have enough iron to sell it in block form, which is what I wanted to do. I wanted to sell it in sets of 4 blocks, but I Alright, so I've gotten everything all sorted out for this shop, I guess one could say, and it's all right here in the shulker box, and I think that shulker box looks pretty funny. You have an entire row of just valuable ore blocks and ores and things, and you just have some logs in there. So yeah, kind of funny. But now it's time we set out to sea and get over to the Mesa. I also should probably bring stuff for another portal. Hold on, let me do that. Okay, so I've just gotten my bed set up here, and this is going to hopefully be our shopping district. We just think, we meaning Too Much Mustard, Fake Blossom, and I, who were the most active people at the time until a couple other people joined. But yeah, we just think this whole place looks super cool, and we're probably going to terraform the edges and things, but I think we could do a lot with like these little overhangs and things. But since I'm making a sort of just a regular stand right now, just sort of a market stand. We'll probably upgrade the shop tomorrow, but since I'm just making a market stand right now, I think I'm going to make mine up on the surface. But I think someone could do something really cool with this and sell like magical items inside of there and have like end crystals floating around, that kind of stuff. That would look so cool. Okay, so I think I'm just going to build my market stand right here because it's really close to where most of the people live east of the shopping district. So I think it just what the heck? So I think it just makes sense to build my market stand right here, so it's the first thing you see. So I'm just gonna set up a very simple little market stand here, and then we'll get working on stocking it. It's it's a pretty simple shop idea. I sell things that I mine. Okay, so I got this market stand complete, and I actually think it looks really nice. I like how you can actually see the full the I don't know what you call this, like the colored awning from the bottom of it, and you can also see this little lantern. I mean, I know this also isn't very realistic. We could probably just cover it up with a trapdoor, to be honest, like that. And now it's time to stock it. It's pretty simple. Barrels. I want to get some. Probably gonna do it in order of value. So copper is pretty much valueless. It's gonna be like a stack of copper blocks for like 5 diamonds, or maybe 4. So we're gonna go like netherite, gold, and then copper, and we have to make sure all of this is multiples of 16, by the way. So I just had to run back to the base and do some mining because I realized I actually forgot gold to make netherite ingots, so I have a bit less netherite than I thought I had, but it's fine. Still 3 ingots, which isn't awful. I mean, that'll still be 15 diamonds worth of profits, and off camera I'll probably do a lot of mining. So I think this is actually where we are going to wrap up today's episode. We've got quite a bit done. We got a full nether town started. We started a shop. We made a full netherite mine with an automatic storage system. We've done quite a bit in today's episode. So, as always, my name has been Void Doctor. Please like, subscribe, and share if you did enjoy today's episode and feel inclined to do so. And I'll see you all next time. Take care. Bye for now.